always comes that time when you just have to open up pretty much all the pastures that you have. We're going to take a walk down memory lane. Uh-oh. What's up? Well, we've come to one of those times of a year when always comes that time when you just have to open up pretty much all the pastures that you have, because there's nothing, not a whole lot of graze left anywhere. Unfortunately, we're about, let's see, this is just starting October, November, December, January, February. We're about 4 months sooner than hoped for or planned for. One of the things I'm doing right now is this pasture right here. Haven't had the girls on it in cows I'm talking about in 2 to 3 weeks. So got to get this water tank, sorry about the sunlight, but I got to get this water tank cleaned out and dumped because it is bad nasty, and I wouldn't blame them for not wanting to drink out of it. You see that? It's inside the goat weed, and it's just full of goat weed leaves, and it's nasty. So I've got my brush, I've got the small tow strap that I'm going to see if I can get wrapped around here and use the tractor to dump it, because I already tried to dump it myself by hand, and it's just, it's a wee bit too all there to do that. So I'm going to put this down for just a moment, see if I can get this hooked up, and I'll pick you back up in just a second. Well, I was hoping that I could get that on there so I wouldn't be putting too much stress in one spot on the lip, but unfortunately, as short as that tow strap is, just hooking it's about the best I can do. As warm as it is, that black rubber is going to be kind of warm, so here's hoping that it don't crack that rim. Alright. Ta-da! Success. Like it did. No, that rim's wrong one piece. Awesome. So if you'll remember, we had the meet and greet pen here, where the two littles are. Not really sure why they're out. And they're liking it. Anyway, then we have, this is the youngest group of babies and their mamas. There's about 4 girls in here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 babies. And then back pen, you can see the babies standing there at the door. That's the new babies that we put out there. They're not really sure what they're supposed to do while mama is eating, but other than stand at the door and scream. So that's what they're doing. But now that there's only 2 pens here to feed, it doesn't take real long to get feeding done. I got a water tank, a couple of tanks there I need to get full. I already filled up the ones up top. Where am I at? You can't see me. Yep, here we are. So now, that being said, we're going to take a walk down memory lane. Remember this section back here? Yeah. The mamas in waiting section that we worked so hard getting cleaned out and getting ready for babies and blah blah blah. Guess what? It's time to do it again. But this time, instead of hay packs being very deep, it's not going to be that bad. I mean, it may be 5-6 inches in the deepest part. I mean, you can still find bare ground here and there. Well, another project we're working on. We've been talking some time about trying to get one of the wells on this property operating, which would be wonderful. We have a shallow cistern well, and then there is a deep well on the other side of the property. Pardon the funky camera angle, but that was about the best I could come up with. Anyway, what I'm doing is I'm fixing to drop this brick. I pulled the when I opened up the cistern well, it had been so long since it had been in it, I totally forgot about it. But there still were some lengths of pipe attached in there. Not attached, but they were in there. And there's still the intake head on the bottom of those pipes. But I couldn't tell if that intake head was sitting on the bottom or if the way the pipes were wedged into that wellhead, if it was preventing it from slipping onto the bottom. So I'm gonna take this brick, and I got about 80 foot of rope here, and I'm gonna see if I can find where the bottom is on that well without too much difficulty. Curious because if where that was sitting was the bottom, then, pardon me, then the well itself is only going to have about 20 feet of water in it at the most. So that's liable to not do too well. So unfortunately, I really don't have a place to set the camera over here. So I'm probably just going to have to turn it off for a minute, and then I'll kind of update you on what I found out. Well, right there's the brick, and best I can figure, from the top of the water line to the bottom of the well is probably right about 20 feet right there. I'm guessing that's about 20 feet. So 20 feet worth of water depth. Don't know if that's worth it. Will it maintain 20 feet? Taking it a little slower today, I have anyway. Been pretty tired. But my wife and Teresa and our granddaughter have been working in the barn. You know, I told you that we were going to have to start cleaning out on that mama and waiting section there so that we can get everything reset for the next group of lambing that will start somewhere around Thanksgiving. I'll have check dates on that, but it'll be somewhere around there. So we'll have to, pardon this bright sunlight, but they got in there, and in just an hour or two, right around the front of the hay table, they've got that pulled up, scraped up, so we can start drying underneath, and then rolled over to the other side so that it's easier to come through the open doors of the barn doors, back doors, and scoop out from there and carry it out. You're going to be surprised. I know you are. You're going to be surprised at how little there is in there compared to what it was clean out that you saw on past videos here. Very different. Hey, Pebs. Yes, Pebbles. Yes, Pebbles. Yes, Pebbles. What? You mad? Mad? Don't touch me. She's mad. Of course, she's kind of like her mama. She stays that way a lot. Uh-oh. What's up? I hate it when they start fighting. Jayla. Okay, sorry. Looks like, I don't know if you can see it or not, but looks like Roxy, Jayla, and Cole looks like are kind of fighting for queen of the herd. Had me worried there for a minute because Roxy totally had Jayla down. Still beating on. Can't stand it when they do that. I know that's just part of their thing, you know. They have to have a pecking order just like goats do, just like sheep do. But man, I always hate it when they do that. Because never fails, somebody winds up hurt. And this field's a good place to wind up hurt because there's a lot of gopher holes and everything else out here somebody step into and mess up a leg. Jayla, you might be bigger than she is, but you might not just leave it alone. She's got about 5 years experience on you.